Yo, this is a trade review for the video I posted earlier. Um, just right here.
All right. Caught along
This
here
one
is
right
looking at an
here.
S&P with the Dow Jones. I'm looking at the S&P on your second ES, a little too afraid to take.
This one was the RTY longs. Um, it was the big candle manipulation. So if we go and look at, if we filter, let's filter a trade. Um, and let's look for filter for, why doesn't, why isn't, oh, there it is. So we'll filter for big candle. There we go. So yeah, we have today. This is today's trade, but let's just go ahead and look at this trade, which is very, very similar, just so that we can remember for my own review what a big candle manipulation trade is. So, so yeah, we have a big candle, and then we basically rebalance the entire candle, and it's an easy long right into the accumulation order block. So this order block, you can see there, Um, I mean, I guess that one doesn't reach, but if you use the midline of this and this, which is a clear order block, and then also this one, and then if you zoom in here, you can see this candle. So we had a sharp move up on the higher time frame. You can see this. Whoops. Here, you can see this candle was very big, and then it just immediately rebalanced. And then on the smaller time frame, boom, you can see exactly where we came back down into. This one I took a loss on initially, and then I got back in. But that's because I was new to this setup and I had never playbooked it before, and so I needed that experience to yeah. Anyways, so yeah, it was the big candle manipulation long A minus. Reason for that is because my entries weren't very good. My entries weren't very good. You can see here I had that entry not even into a discount. I think I just hit the bid and it was moving too fast and I just got a bad fill. And then also I wasn't really sure where to risk. I was like, okay, do I risk this low, or even this low? Like, look at these smooth lows. And by the time I had zoomed in, then I realized there was a this is the 15-second. This is the 1 minute, but there was a 15-second area, little order block inside of this. And then yeah, at the same time, it's just like, oh, you buy, yeah, you buy. If it broke this leg down, then it's probably going down. But yeah, you buy inside of the displacement, and yeah. So I got in a better fill, and then we displaced higher, and I realized my risk was too small, and luckily, I saw that manipulation. Sorry, not manipulation. Displacement higher on the smaller time frame, and then the pullback into the order block. Got my last entry. Should have probably added more there, knowing that I could raise my stop into here, but didn't. So yeah, that's where I could have done better. That's why it's an A minus. Um, Conviction. That's why I mean it was a 6. I was really scared because it was happening so fast and I didn't remember exactly where I needed to put my stop. Um, so that's why I went in small with a random freaking bid. Not random, but like terrible bid. But yeah, my performance was actually pretty good after that. I actually crushed the exits, um, and had a clear reason to sell. So everything kind of came together for that. The reason to sell was um, we were in an area of interest already, which is like, okay, that's why I took most off the table. I had a runner, but I hate leaving runners that come against me when I don't know where to put my stop. And the only place for me to put my stop still was like all the way back down here that I felt confident in, just because this is the only obvious order block that we would probably respect. So yeah, I had a finally saw a reason and I was so glad. It was a relief to be like, okay, finally there's a reason to exit. Get me out of this. And luckily, um, I got that signal and it worked out and all was great. You can see my exit was basically my highest, almost my highest exit. So got it all out right there. Grid 4-hour trade. Um, Here's the indices here. You can see Russell rejecting here into the 1 hour. So there's that little wick into the 1 hour for a value gap. And we had already, we had started to take out some highs, giving us a reversally look. So yeah, yeah. And then the flow. Here's exactly what I saw in the flow. Sorry, it wasn't puts. I must have said that somewhere, but what I meant was the call dump because that's obviously the reverse. Yeah, I saw this massive call dump, and that was like, okay, then that's exactly where I exited. So yeah, or I exited my final runner, which is like the one in question. Yeah, it was a win. Good entry. Sorry, bad entry. Could have gotten a better entry. It was in the New York AM session. I need to add more confidence to this trade. That's the status. Got the YouTube video there, and then yeah, um, key nuances was the entry, the order blocks, and how nothing was there, and that I had to zoom in to figure that out. And so that's something to really take note of. When I don't know, it's like, well, that's what the time frames are for. You zoom in and you investigate and figure out what what areas are of interest when there's nothing on the higher time frame that is clear. So yeah, you use the time frames to clear up the muddy waters, and that's exactly what I did. Though I did do it too slow, and that's where reviewing will come into play, and just knowing what to do and yeah, knowing what to do next time, because I just wasn't sure in the moment. But yeah, A minus still. Obviously, entries could improve, though with the setup that was happening, I felt like that was still not a terrible thing to do, to just bid in, knowing that I at least wanted to catch it, even if I took a, you know, 1 to 3 R loss to win on it, and it was small. So yeah, pretty good trade. Yeah, there you go. There's the review.